Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. Bitch, better start lying. Say, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. The police came knock on my door after I made that video. They booked me in jail for fraud.
Huh. It's kind of shocking when someone acts surprised about facing legal trouble. I mean, if public money is being misused, money that's supposed to help people who genuinely need it, what do you expect to happen? There are consequences. But that's not even the wild part. Today, I've gathered some of the most unbelievable benefit meltdown moments I could find online. And trust me, each clip gets crazier than the last. You're going to want to stick around for every single one.
For me, because I've been on food stamps for the past 15 years, you do realize that I qualified for food stamps because of my income, right? Because I don't have any income. I haven't had income in the past 15 years, and I have been able to have my bills paid, my food paid for, and I'm in Section 8 housing. Okay? These are all programs that I'm entitled to because I do not make enough. Okay?
So tell me why I get this letter in the mail today telling me that I have to freaking show up for 15 hours a week, okay? 15 hours I'm going to have to take out of my time to go and do what? Some hours? I have to put in some effort so I can get food stamps? Are you kidding me? Like I don't already have enough responsibility. I have things that I do every single day, like my rituals, my daily self-care, okay? That's taken away from myself. How is that right? Why should I have to contribute so that I can receive my $2,700 in food stamps each month? Why should I have to do these things so that I can continue living rent-free? Does that make any sense to you? Is there some way that I can get out of doing this shit? Because it is uncalled for. Absolutely.
Okay. This might sound wild, but hear me out for a second. If someone doesn't have income, maybe, just maybe, it's because they're not actually working. And honestly, showing up for even 15 hours a week isn't some impossible task. That's barely part-time. If support is being provided, the least someone can do is put in a little effort. Responsibility and assistance should go hand in hand, not one without the other.
So it's going to be $400 even, card or cash?
EBT.
You said EBT?
EBT.
We don't take EBT here. It's not a store.
Bro. They take EBT everywhere else. Come on, yo.
Yeah, but this is hair, not food.
Scamming her.
No, we're not scamming, yo. You could try it, yo. It's not.
So now I'm gonna use this everywhere else, but I can't use it here.
Because, yo, it's not a food store. Like, you can only buy food with it.
Bro, this is rashes.
Okay, yeah, but this is a hair store side. It's not food. You can't.
Do I need snapping her?
I mean, yo, you can do whatever, yo, but like we can't take EBT.
Yeah, Bro, I'm stressed out. You either gonna take the card or what? Like,
sorry, I can't do it, yo.
I'm taking these braids out tonight. I need my bundles done tonight.
I mean, I could try to hook you up, but we can't take EBT, yo.
Alright, bro. Alright.
Hey, yo, come back, yo.
I honestly don't get why videos like this even exist. Everyone already knows what EBT is for. It's meant for groceries, basic survival, food. It's not a luxury card. It's not a lifestyle upgrade. And spending $400 on hair while relying on assistance, that doesn't make sense. When you're getting support meant for essentials, the priority should be survival, not appearance. If the system is there to help you eat, using that time and money on non-essentials just shows misplaced priorities.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. I might not get no food stamps, but let me tell you, baby, I don't play when it's time to come to my kids, because they gonna eat all the time. They cut my food stamps, y'all, and I had to spend cash. But baby, don't you ever get it twisted. Don't you ever get it twisted. You feel me? Because they going to eat all the effing time. Don't play with me. I'ma feed mine. Looking like a whole snack. And I got some oxtails cooking in the bag, you feel me? And my kids want some chicken nuggets, fat, and moussa. I spent $441 cash.
Honestly, maybe losing those benefits wasn't the worst thing. When most of the cart is filled with frozen dinners, snacks, and sugary treats, it raises a serious question about priorities. If the freezer looks like a dessert aisle, something's off. Processed food usually costs more over time, and it definitely doesn't help your health. Assistance is meant to help people get back on their feet, not fund a junk food lifestyle. At some point, better choices have to be part of the conversation.
Here are 4 reasons on why I will never get a job. Number 1, if I get a job, they will cut off my food stamps. And I'm not gonna fucking risk that shit. How dumb would I be to get a job and then they're either gonna cut my stamps in half or take them away completely? Not gonna happen. Then that means that I have to take out money from my pocket to pay for food. No thanks. Number 2, I am not a morning person. There is no way that you'll see me awake before 11 o'clock. It's just not gonna happen. And that morning traffic is ridiculous. So no, I'd rather be in bed. 3rd reason why I don't work or I'm not gonna ever work is because then I would have to pay bills. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna work just to pay rent, pay utilities. Not gonna happen. My husband could do all that. No thanks. I'd rather spend my money going out, eating, buying stuff, not paying bills. So what's the point of working if I have to waste it on bills? Just not gonna happen. And the 4th reason is because I am allergic to responsibilities. Every time I try, it's just, no. I break out in highs. I'm literally allergic to it. I just can't do it. So at the end of the day, why waste energy working when the government sends me checks to live my best life?
Something tells me reality is about to hit her hard. If the benefits stop, that's already a major shift. But it doesn't end there. If authorities start looking deeper into the situation, things could escalate quickly. When rules are ignored and systems are taken advantage of, consequences aren't optional, they're inevitable. This might be more than just losing support. It could turn into a serious legal problem.
Ooh, y'all, I'm so hurt. I was just finna get a motherfucking raise on my stamps. Do y'all know how much money I was finna get for November? Them motherfuckers was finna give me $994. Ooh! Boy, it was gonna be a happy motherfucking Thanksgiving around this bitch.
Now, I don't know how many people are in her household, but let's think about this logically for a second. $1,000 for groceries in 1 month is a significant amount. For most families, that's more than enough to cover basic needs, especially if the spending is focused on essentials. So if that still isn't enough, the real question becomes, is it about the amount, or is it about how it's being managed? Sometimes it's not the income that's the issue, it's the priorities.
This video goes out to all the people that went out and voted for Donald Trump. Especially all you people receiving EBT, Medicaid, food stamps. Y'all voted for Donald Trump, and now, guess what? We got to go back to work. To qualify for EBT and food stamps, you have to be working 30 hours a week. I got 5 kids. I can't work 30 hours a week. Who's going to take care of my kids? Y'all done fucked around and found out. Now fuck it up for everybody. You mean to tell me I got to go back to work and I got 5 kids? Who's going to take care of these 5 kids? I got $72 to last me on this EBT card, and then it's done, and I got to find a job. So, thanks a lot, and fuck you to anybody that voted for Donald Trump. Shame on you. Now we got to go back to work. What am I going to do?
Look, I hate to say it, but 30 hours a week isn't some extreme workload. That's barely above part-time. In fact, a lot of people are putting in 40, sometimes even 50 hours every single week just to stay afloat. So treating 30 hours like it's an impossible burden, that's a stretch. For most people, working isn't optional. It's just part of life. Bills don't disappear. responsibilities don't pause. Support systems exist to help temporarily, but long-term stability usually comes from consistent effort, not expecting everything to be provided.
Americans, you'll need to be careful this weekend. Let me explain why. A bunch of people are about to lose EBT. Now, if EBT goes away this weekend, a lot of people have said that they're going to go raid their local stores and maybe even their neighbors' homes. They're going to feed their babies one way or another because that's America's responsibility. The taxpayers' responsibility is to take care of them. And if they're not going to do that through EBT, they're going to do that by donating their own stuff. That's the general sentiment. This weekend, we're going to have a ton of Americans that are going to go absolutely ballistic in the streets. What this means for you is, one, you might want to go do your grocery shopping. Unfortunately, I hate to be that guy and incite panic buying, but you might want to get some stuff. Don't go clear out the shelves, but make sure that you have food for the next week or two until this boils over. Now, if there's mass civil unrest this weekend, government responses are going to be a little bit slow because of, the government shutdown. What this means is we're in a period of very heightened vulnerability, and there's going to be a lot of bad actors out there on the streets taking advantage of it. You need to be very, very careful of where you go and when you go if this starts to pop off. If you see that EBT is actually getting canceled, you might want to, stay home for a little bit. It could end up being nothing, but it could end up being the start. All I'm saying is be aware. This is a very dynamic environment, and you need to know what is happening around you. I love you. Pay attention. Be blessed.
It's honestly disappointing that situations like this are even part of the conversation. But whether we like it or not, there is some truth to the concern. In certain areas, when systems struggle, crime can increase. That's not fear-mongering. That's just reality in some communities. More than anything, I just hope everyone watching stays aware, stays prepared, and most importantly, stays safe.
Somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok and I drive a 2024 BMW. They have cut my food stamps from almost $4,000 a month down to $88 a month. They are telling me if I want a review that I have to sell my car. So you're telling me if you were on welfare, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, you can't drive a nice car? They are forcing me to sell my brand new BMW, or I lose almost $4,000 in food stamps. Not only that, they have taken my cash assistance totally away. They are telling me that Section 8 will no longer be paying 95% of my rent, only 10% of my rent. So I will have to pay a little over $400 a month now instead of $60.
Okay, let's get real for a second. If you're getting government assistance, the money isn't exactly meant for a brand new luxury car. There's a big difference between a practical, reliable used car and a shiny new BMW. And let's be honest, a BMW isn't exactly what comes to mind when you think financial responsibility. Support is there to help cover essentials, not fund a lifestyle upgrade. Priorities matter.
So I'm a low-income girly. I've been on food stamps on and off for the better part of 6 years. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 20, so I'm 26 now, so I've been on food stamps for about that long. Tell me why. I just got this fucking letter in the mail, and I haven't been on food stamps for about 6 months because I got a new job 5-6 months ago and I knew I wasn't gonna qualify. Tell me why I got this fucking letter saying that I owe food stamps $2,095. What the fuck? They also don't give any options for payment plans on here, or they didn't tell me why. They were just oh, just pay this balance or it's gonna get taken out of your next year's tax return. Bitch, the fuck? And the letter came from the collection agency, the government collection agency of food stamps. They have their own collection agency. Also, how evil do you have to be to work that job? I just wanna know. Most people who have food stamps are not well off enough to even be paying $2,000. Most of them don't have $2,000 in their bank account. I know, I sure as hell don't. Since when did food stamps become a loaning service? Since when do I have to pay this shit back? I'm thinking about it and I'm there's no way.
All right, I hate to be the one to tell her this, but here's the reality. She got that letter because she spent money that wasn't hers to begin with. If you report a lower income than what you actually earn, it's only logical that you'd have to pay back the difference. Misreporting isn't just a mistake, it's a consequence you have to deal with. Rules exist for a reason.
Y'all hear me? Because of this government shutdown, they telling me I can't use my EBT in November. I got 7 kids with 7 men. 7! And that's the taxpayer's responsibility, okay? Y'all.
All right, this might sound a little wild, but hear me out. At the end of the day, it's not the taxpayer's job to cover everything for you, especially if you're capable of working. I mean, if you can get a job, why rely entirely on someone else's money? Support exists to help people in need, not replace personal effort.
I'm still on food stamps. Yes, I make over $100,000 a month, and I can show you receipts. And yes, I still swipe a motherfucking food stamp card at Kroger and Walmart for my motherfucking food. We were fucked up growing up. So if I can still have my food stamp plug that I pay $200 and she give me $400 in food stamps, yes, I'm going to use it, stupid motherfucker. I don't give a how much money I make. I still need to get my $400 a month for my food stamp plug. I'ma still pay half price. Why? Because I'm a young nigga and I come from a rough background.
Let's be real. There's a huge difference between being smart with money and straight up committing fraud. This guy? He's clearly doing the latter. Ice-covered watch, flashy chain, making 6 figures a month, and suddenly spending an extra $200 on groceries is a problem? Meanwhile, that money is being taken away from people who actually need it. Support systems are meant for assistance, not to subsidize someone's luxury lifestyle. Priorities matter.
Did y'all hear about the lady that committed welfare fraud? So she would go to Walmart every month and purchase 100 cans of soda, and then she would dump the cans in Walmart parking lot and then sell the cans for money. And one day somebody called the police on her. Now, she's been doing this for months and months and months, probably a few years. And someone one day called the cops, and the cops came and said, "What are you doing? Like, why are you dumping?" She's like, "I'm dumping the soda so I can sell the cans." They're like, "But it's costing you more money to buy the soda than you'll get back on the cans." And she's like, "No, I'm buying them with my food stamps." So she snitched on herself. And these cops said, "That's fraud." And she's like, "How is that fraud if I'm buying it with my food stamps?" So this woman really went to jail and got arrested for food stamp fraud. And she has to pay back like $23,000.
Honestly, I have no idea what you thought would happen. Of course, she's not just going to have to pay it back. There are consequences for this kind of thing. And honestly, it's wild how easily some people end up snitching on themselves. But stick around, because the last clip, it's absolutely insane. You won't want to miss it.
Baby, when people be like, "Girl, how you get food stamps?" I wish I get food stamps. Bitch, better start lying. Bitch, lady called me and said, "Ma'am," I said, "Yes, ma'am." She gonna say, "What's your address?" I said, "Ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving." While I'm kicked back in a motherfucking 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say, "Ma'am, what's your job title?" I say, "Ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application and just like nothing work." Yeah, that lady was on the phone. She said, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry for all of this that you're going through." She said, "We just shipped your card out. You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. And I was like, "Thank you so much, ma'am. Like, you just don't understand how hungry I've been." Let me tell y'all something. This was wrong with y'all. I know y'all mama ain't tell y'all. But you don't gotta tell everybody the motherfucking truth. No. Y'all, why the fuck the police came knock on my door after I made that video about the food stamp? They fucking booked me in jail for fucking fraud. I'm currently walking down the street because bitch, as soon as they released me, bitch, I'm waiting on my mama to pull up in my car and pick me up. I didn't make it to a damn neighborhood down the street from the motherfucking jailhouse. I don't know what the fuck, man. I'm just keep pushing. Like, what the fuck? Like, I cannot believe this happened, y'all. Do not lie. I swear to God, this shit caught up to me so fast. I literally just was talking about this on TikTok the other day. Now look at me. So not only do I owe them $35,000, I'm literally fighting this fucking case. Like, where I'm going to get the money from? Y'all, I was just hungry as fuck. I don't have money to keep buying food. Like, what the fuck?
So, if she owes $35K, it's clear this has been going on for years. That's years of resources taken away from people who genuinely needed help. Crazy, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. Drop a comment and tell me which part of this story shocked you the most.